In the quiet moments of life, when everything seems to pause and the world slows down, there lies a sacred opportunity to reflect, to listen, and to connect with a power greater than ourselves. These moments are not random, they are divinely orchestrated, timed perfectly to align us with something higher, something destined. Life does not unfold according to our expectations, and while we often desire immediate results, the greater truth is that timing matters. Divine timing is not about delay, it is about preparation. It is about becoming ready to receive what has already been written for us. Often, we find ourselves wondering why certain things have not yet happened. Why has the job not come through? Why hasn't the relationship worked out? Why do we feel stuck while others seem to move forward? These questions can lead to frustration, but they can also lead to revelation. The truth is, what we perceive as delay is often divine protection or preparation. If something hasn't happened yet, it may be because we are not yet ready to handle it, or because the conditions are not yet right to support it fully. Looking back, we can often see the wisdom in the wait. The opportunities that once passed us by often make sense in hindsight. What once felt like rejection reveals itself as redirection. That job you didn't get led you to one that matched your passion. That relationship that ended taught you how to love yourself. Every closed door was leading you to the right one. In the moment, these detours can be painful, but they are often necessary steps on the path to something far greater. We live in a world that values speed, where instant gratification is the norm and patience is rare. But divine timing doesn't operate on our schedules. It asks us to slow down, to trust, and to allow life to unfold at its own pace. Trust is not passive, it is an active choice. It is choosing to believe that there is a plan, even when we cannot see it. It is knowing that we are being guided, even when we feel lost. As we align ourselves with divine timing, we begin to notice the signs. Sometimes they come as repeated numbers, dreams, or conversations that seem too perfect to be coincidences. Sometimes they show up as a deep sense of knowing, a quiet peace that settles in the heart. These signs are gentle nudges from the universe, reminders that we are on the right path. When we pay attention to them, we begin to see that we are not alone, and that every moment is part of a larger plan. It is during the waiting seasons that our character is built. Waiting teaches us patience, humility, and resilience. It strips away our ego and reminds us of what truly matters. It teaches us to find joy not in what we have, but in who we are becoming. The waiting is not wasted, it is where the work happens. The quiet moments are where our roots grow deep, preparing us to stand strong when the winds of change come. Obedience to that inner voice becomes crucial during these times. There may be moments when we feel called to pray, to take a step in a direction that makes no logical sense, or to walk away from something familiar. These moments are tests of our faith. They are opportunities to trust that the same power that placed the vision in our heart will make a way for it to come to life. When we obey these promptings, we align ourselves with the flow of divine timing. Temptation often increases the closer we get to our breakthrough. The enemy knows the power we hold and will use distraction, doubt, and fear to pull us off course. But every time we resist, we grow stronger. Every time we say no to what does not serve us, we make room for what does. It is not easy, but it is worth it. Our faith must be stronger than our fear, and our focus must be sharper than the distractions around us. As the breakthrough draws near, it may feel like everything is falling apart. Relationships may end, plans may unravel, and the familiar may no longer feel comfortable. But this is not a sign of failure, it is a sign of transformation. Just as a seed must break open for a plant to grow, we must let go of what no longer serves us to step into what is meant for us. This process can be painful, but it is also beautiful. It is the shedding of the old to make room for the new. Rejection is one of the most powerful tools in divine timing. It often feels personal, but it is rarely about us. It is about alignment. When we are rejected, it is often because what we are seeking is not aligned with who we are becoming. God will not give us something that will hinder our growth. Instead, He redirects us toward what will elevate us. This perspective turns rejection from a wound into a window, a glimpse into something better. Preparation is not just external, it is internal. To receive what we have been praying for, we must become the version of ourselves who can hold it. This means doing the inner work, healing, forgiving, releasing, and growing. It means becoming emotionally, spiritually, and mentally aligned with what we desire. When the internal matches the external, the manifestation becomes inevitable. Sometimes, we feel a restlessness that we cannot explain, a sense that where we are is no longer where we are meant to be. This is often a sign that change is coming. Comfort zones, while safe, are rarely where growth happens. Divine timing often requires us to step into the unknown, to trust that something greater is waiting on the other side of our obedience. It is in these moments that courage is born. We are never alone in this journey. Divine guidance is always available to us, whether through intuition, signs, or the wisdom of others. The more we tune in, the clearer the direction becomes. This guidance does not always come with a full map. Often, it is one step at a time. But each step we take in faith opens new doors and reveals new paths. Breakthrough is not just about achieving something external, it is about becoming someone new. It is about stepping into our fullest potential, releasing what no longer serves us, and embracing who we were always meant to be. It is about living in alignment with our highest truth and allowing that truth to guide our actions. As we stand on the edge of change, it is natural to feel fear. But fear is not a stop sign, it is a signal that something meaningful lies ahead. When we feel afraid, it is often because we are close to something significant. In these moments, we must choose faith over fear, action over hesitation, and trust over doubt. The universe is always moving in our favor, even when it doesn't feel like it. Every setback, every delay, every unanswered prayer is part of a bigger picture. We may not see it now, but in time, everything will make sense. Divine timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't match our plans. It is not about forcing things to happen, it is about preparing ourselves to receive what is already ours. This journey is sacred, it is personal, and it is powerful. We are being guided, protected, and prepared every step of the way. Our only task is to stay open, stay faithful, and stay ready. When the time is right, and it will be, everything will fall into place. And we will look back, not with regret, but with gratitude, knowing that every twist and turn was leading us exactly where we needed to be. So, keep going, keep believing, keep trusting. Your moment is coming, the breakthrough is near, and the timing, though not yours, is divine. There is a stirring in the air, a sense that something sacred is about to begin. You may not be able to see all the details, but in your spirit, you can feel it. It is the anticipation of purpose, the confirmation that you were made for more. In these moments of spiritual stirring, remain attentive. Look for the quiet signs and listen to the subtle whispers. They are guiding you. You are not alone in this transition, you are being carried through it. The alignment of your heart with a greater purpose is not by accident. It is the beginning of your becoming. Trust that the transformation you are experiencing is preparing you to receive the life you were created for. Hold on, what's coming is greater than anything you're leaving behind. Let this truth settle deeply into your soul. You were not created to live an ordinary life, but to walk in purpose, passion, and power. The long nights, the silent prayers, the tears shed in solitude, they were not in vain. They were watering the seeds of your destiny. And now those seeds are beginning to sprout. Change may not happen all at once, but it is happening. You are in motion, and the universe is moving with you. Everything that has come before was necessary to bring you to this point. And now, it's time to rise. You are ready, and as you rise, you will notice the shift in how you perceive life and yourself. The fear that once held you back begins to dissolve. You will start to see your worth more clearly. You will stop asking for permission to step into your greatness and instead walk with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are guided by divine authority. Your past will no longer define you, and your future will not intimidate you. Because you will realize that everything you need is already within you. The waiting, the wondering, it all brought you here. To this sacred turning point where you don't just believe in miracles, you become one. You have arrived at a powerful moment in your journey, one where everything that once felt confusing begins to gain clarity. It is as if a fog is lifting and the sun is rising over your life, casting light on all the places that were once hidden in shadow. This awakening is not sudden, but intentional. Every moment you have endured, every loss, and every disappointment has been quietly building the foundation of who you are becoming. It is in the quiet battles and the unseen victories that your spirit has grown resilient. And now, that inner strength is being called forth. When you begin to live in alignment with divine timing, the world around you responds. People show up, opportunities arise, and events unfold in ways you never could have orchestrated. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is divine order revealing itself in your life. It confirms that you are walking in step with your purpose, and though the path may still have challenges, you walk it now with grace, guided by something far greater than yourself. You no longer need to chase what is meant for you. Instead, you become a magnet for it, drawing it in through your energy, your intention, and your alignment. The work of transformation often happens in private. There are seasons where you will feel hidden, unseen, and perhaps even forgotten. But these are not empty seasons. They are sacred. They are the womb of your becoming. Just as a seed must be buried before it blooms, you must also endure the quiet dark where faith is your only light. These seasons prepare you for what is coming. They teach you how to walk by faith and not by sight. They refine you. They strip away the superficial and reveal the substance of your soul. The temptation during these times is to quit, to believe that your prayers have gone unheard or that your efforts are in vain. But this is the very moment where faith is most powerful. Faith says, even if I don't see it, I believe it. Faith declares that something beautiful is forming even when there is no evidence yet. This kind of faith is unshakable, and it is this faith that will carry you through the final stretch to your breakthrough. Do not be discouraged by the success of others. The journey is not your own. Comparison is a thief of joy, and it blinds you to the uniqueness of your path. What is for you will not miss you. What is coming to you has your name on it and no one else's. Trust that your timing is perfect for you. You have not missed anything. You are right where you need to be, becoming exactly who you are meant to be. Each day is a gift and an invitation to walk more closely with purpose. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect to begin living with intention. Start where you are, use what you have, speak life into your dreams and act with faith, even in the small steps. Each action taken in faith is a seed planted in the soil of your future. And as you nurture it with persistence and prayer, you will see it grow into something miraculous. There will be moments where you are tested, not because you are being punished, but because you are being proven. Your capacity is being stretched so that you can contain the blessing that is coming. Just as muscles grow under resistance, so too does your character expand under pressure. Every trial is shaping you, refining you, and equipping you for the next level. The challenges you face now are preparation for the elevation ahead. Do not fear the unknown. Fear is often the last gatekeeper before your next breakthrough. It whispers lies to keep you small and safe. But you were not made for small and safe. You were made to be bold, to walk in light, and to rise into greatness. Take that step, even if your voice trembles and your knees shake. On the other side of fear is freedom. On the other side of doubt is destiny. Sometimes the shift you need is not external, but internal. It is a shift in how you see yourself. You must stop disqualifying yourself from what is already yours. You are worthy. You are enough. You are chosen. The narrative you tell yourself each day matters. Speak with kindness to your soul. Remind yourself of who you are and whose you are. Your identity is not defined by your failures but by your faith. People may not always understand your path. They may question your decisions or fail to see your vision. That is okay. You are not walking for their approval. You are walking in obedience. Your calling does not require the confirmation of others. It only requires your willingness to follow the nudge of your spirit. Stay rooted in truth and move with quiet confidence. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. The time is coming when all that has been hidden will be revealed. The seeds planted in secret will bloom in public. Your faithfulness in private will be honored openly. You will look back and see how every moment was necessary. The pain had a purpose. The waiting had a reason. The delays were divine. Nothing was wasted. Everything was working together to bring you to this moment of fullness. You were created for such a time as this. You are not behind schedule. You are not too late. You are not unqualified. The very fact that you are still here, still breathing, still trying, is proof that there is more for you. There is a calling on your life that cannot be revoked. There is a promise over your future that cannot be broken. Walk in that truth. Live with that assurance. There is power in surrender. When you release control and place your trust in divine timing, you free yourself from anxiety and pressure. You step into peace. You move from striving to flowing. You let go of forcing things and begin allowing them. And in that space of surrender, miracles happen. Doors open, hearts soften, paths clear, all because you chose to trust the process. Keep your heart open and your eyes lifted. Continue to sow seeds of love, faith, and purpose. Continue to serve, to give, to grow. Your efforts are not in vain. They are building something eternal. Your life is a light that others need. Even in your imperfection, you are impacting the world in ways you may never fully see. Rest assured, what is coming will be worth every tear, every trial, every wait. The promise is not just a better life, it is a transformed life. A life filled with peace, purpose, and the unmistakable presence of divine grace. You are not just stepping into a new season, you are stepping into a new self. A version of you that was always inside, waiting to be revealed by time, trust, and transformation.